Hi, I'm David. I own and operate Country Whatnot Gardens here outside of Rochester, Indiana, which is about an hour south of the Michigan state line. I grow 25 different species and varieties of bamboo, such as this Macon clone of our native Arundinaria gigantea, which has filled out beautifully since it's a little bit of wind burn. It got over winter. The beautiful thing about the Macon clone is that it can wind burn, it can even go partially deciduous, and the old culms will leaf back out come spring. And that's exactly what it did. You can still see some of the old foliage here remaining that has yet to drop, and it will. There, see, it just came off with me touching it. We're supposed to get a storm after a while. The sky is a little bit dark, and if we do, the wind might knock some of this old stuff right off of there. But this is the most cold hardy bamboo that I have. It has only top killed once since 1998 when I got it, and it was a gift from my great aunt and uncle who collected it off of some private land down on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee, there by Macon County, Tennessee. And you can see it's not a big bamboo. It's not huge. The Native Americans used to use it for arrow shafts, wattle and daub. They wove baskets with it, all kinds of things. But it's a very useful bamboo for screening and even livestock, actually. When this continent was first being settled, the new settlers grazed their cattle on this so heavily that it killed it out in much of its native range, because it used to range all the way in a diagonal swath across the eastern part of the continent from Texas to Maryland. It covered that much of the continent. It's said that a squirrel could go from the east coast to the Mississippi River without ever having to touch ground. It used to be thought that it was meant because of the dense tree cover, but I forget where it was or who told me that it was meant because of the vast stretch of cane brakes that were across that portion of the continent. And if I go back here to the back side of the grove, see, new shoots down here, current year shoots, don't have yet very much branching. This is one here with branches. That's from last year, but it re-leafed out, and it's got all of its old windburn stuff pretty much off, except for I see a couple there and one up here. If I touch it, it comes right off. So it's getting ready to drop all of its old stuff. And when it does drop all of its old stuff, just leave them lay where they fall. They decompose back into the soil, and all of the silica that the bamboo took up from the soil to harden its culms here will decompose back into the soil for the plant to reuse again, because the silica will go right back into the soil where it's supposed to go. Don't be removing all the leaves from your bamboo groves. The best place to leave bamboo leaves when they fall is to leave them where they fall, because you want all that to go right back into the soil. But it's a decent bamboo. It's about, I'd say it's about 13 foot tall anyway. So it gets decent, and it's so thick that you can't see through it. If I go back in here, you can see how close together these culms are spaced. It's got, I would say by square foot, it's got the most biomass of most any bamboo I have. So it would be really good for cattle if you could rotate, if you had enough land that you could rotate them off of one area of this to another and allow one area to regrow while they're eating another area. I back up. I'm trying to get the entire grove in the shot here. It's a good size. It's a good sized grove, and I keep backing up further and further to get it all in there. Okay, there, I got it. Now we can see it. But all that started from one plant back in, let's see, I had it since 98, but it's been at this location since 2000. I moved it a couple years after I got it to give it more space. And if I hadn't kept mowed around it here and allowed the new shoots to come up every year, it would be, it would be on out here. It would be a much larger grove, but I've controlled it by mowing off the new shoots every year. But it is the most cold tolerant bamboo I have, and the densest and the best at screening. And the upside is is it's not only native to the U.S., it's native to Indiana, which is pretty cool. A lot of people don't realize that we have native bamboo, but we do, and there it is. Actually, we've got a couple other species too. We also have Arundinaria tecta and Arundinaria appalachiana, but I don't have those. I used to have tecta, but it unfortunately died out, which I heard is common to the species, that it is short-lived, apparently. But that has been a look here at the Macon clone of our native Arundinaria gigantea. It's called also river cane and all kinds of things. But if you liked the video, please give me a like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you for stopping by and take care. Bye.